Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Cinegeeks Podcast. I'm Roy, and for this video we will be taking a trip down memory lane as we take a refresher on the stories thus far of the members of the Thunderbolts, the newest Marvel superhero group that will be taking center stage with their own film in the MCU of the same name showing in cinemas this April 30. Without any further ado, let's get started. First off, we have Yelena Belova, aka the second Black Widow, played by Florence Pugh. She first appeared in 2021's Black Widow, where she was introduced as the adopted sister of Natasha Romanoff and also trained in the Red Room to be a Black Widow. In that film, Yelena teams up with Nat and their adopted parents Melina Vostokov and Alexei Shostakov, aka Red Guardian, to defeat General Dreykov after he reactivates the Red Room program.
Friends, it is Red Guardian here. Ha ha ha! Yes!
Dreykov was also revealed to be the father of Taskmaster, aka Antonia Dreykov. The next time we see Yelena after the events of Black Widow is during 2021's Disney Plus miniseries Hawkeye, where she gets a job from Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine to kill Clint Barton, after Val tricks her into thinking that Clint was responsible for Nat's murder. In the end, Clint reveals that Nat sacrificed herself for the sake of the entire universe, and Yelena lets Clint go. Portrayed as a younger, less mature, and more temperamental Black Widow, we see her evolve into her sister's contemporary, especially after knowing all of the details of Nat's sacrifice. Next up, we have Alexei Shostakov, aka the Red Guardian, played by David Harbour. The adopted parents of both Yelena Belova and Natasha Romanoff, Alexei helps them both defeat Dreykov in the events of 2021's Black Widow. Not much is revealed with his backstory except that he was the result of the Soviet Union's attempt at recreating the super soldier serum that created the first Captain America, Steve Rogers. Throughout the film, he's seen as a fun-loving dude with a boisterous personality and has an intense paternal affection for Yelena, and we will see more of that in Thunderbolts. Next, we have John Walker, aka US Agent, portrayed by Wyatt Russell. Initially tapped by the US government to replace Steve Rogers as Captain America, Walker is forced to resign in disgrace after he kills in cold blood a defenseless member of the Flag Smashers as revenge for the group killing his fellow soldier and best friend. After Bucky Barnes and Sam Wilson defeat him for the mantle of Captain America, he decides to create his own version of the Cap Shield to get further revenge. However, he is convinced by Bucky and Sam to help them save the Flag Smashers hostages instead. After helping defeat the group, Walker is approached by Val and is rechristened as US Agent. Though he starts out as a soldier who's not afraid to face anything in the battlefield, it's then revealed that John is easily defeated through his emotional instability, which is certainly something to look out for in Thunderbolts.
We're not gonna need a Captain America. We're gonna need a US agent.
That's great.
Keep your phone up.
Up next is Ava Starr, aka Ghost, portrayed by Hannah John Kamen. An unwilling super being in a state of constant molecular disequilibrium thanks to a tragic lab accident that took the lives of her parents, Ava is taken under the wing of S.H.I.E.L.D. scientist Bill Foster, who promises her that S.H.I.E.L.D. will help save her from dying if she helps them as an assassin. She follows through, but eventually goes rogue after finding out that Hydra has infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. With the help of Dr. Foster, they try to kidnap Janet Van Dyne to use her quantum realm energy to help her stabilize her molecules, but end up not needing to do so after Van Dyne willingly gives them the energy anyway.
Really? Him? He used to be charming.
But that guy?
I was down here for 30 years, Henry. I had needs. Oh my God.
Next up is Antonia Dreykov, aka Taskmaster, portrayed by Olga Kurylenko. The primary antagonist in 2021's Black Widow, it's eventually revealed that she was put in the Red Room program by her father and brainwashed to learn and mimic the fighting styles of other superheroes. Natasha Romanoff, with the help of Yelena Belova, Malina Vostokov and Alexei Shostakov help free Taskmaster from the brainwashing of the Red Room, and in turn helps free all of the other Black Widows still under the Red Room's spell. Up next is Bob, portrayed by Louis Pullman. Now, not much is known about Bob based on the trailers released for Thunderbolts so far. But based on information available online, speculation is that he will be Robert Bob Reynolds, aka the Sentry or the Void. Basing off of the character's comic book history, Bob Reynolds is the Sentry, a Superman-like figure in the Marvel Comics universe whose influence is immeasurable, considered a best friend by Mr. Fantastic, a mentor by the Hulk, and a frequent collaborator by the rest of the Fantastic Four on various adventures. It was also common knowledge that his arch-nemesis was called the Void, a figure shrouded in darkness and turns his enemies into shadows. However, the rest of the Marvel heroes soon discover that Sentry and the Void are two sides of the same coin. For every good act that the Sentry accomplishes, the Void repays with evil. Now, until we get on-screen confirmation that Louis Pullman's Bob is the Sentry or the Void, it is pretty terrifying to consider even the ramifications of his presence in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, like, who can even beat this guy?
I'll do it myself.
And last but certainly not the least is Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, played by Sebastian Stan. Now, Bucky, introduced in 2011's Captain America: The First Avenger, is seemingly killed after falling off of a train, but is revealed to be brainwashed by Hydra, where he resurfaces as the Winter Soldier in 2014's Captain America: The Winter Soldier. The first Captain America, Steve Rogers, battles the Winter Soldier and is able to restore his memories from before his brainwashing in the hands of Hydra. Now, in Captain America: Civil War, he is framed by Baron Helmut Zemo for a terrorist attack that kills Wakandan King T'Chaka. Now, the new king, T'Challa, seeks revenge, leading to an all-out superhero brawl in Germany and a confrontation in Siberia. T'Challa discovers Zemo's involvement and takes Bucky under his wing to rehabilitate him. The next time we see Bucky is in Avengers: Infinity War. Now, after being fully freed of the Hydra brainwashing, Bucky aids Wakanda, the Avengers, and Vision against the Mad Titan Thanos, who sought to complete the Infinity Gauntlet using the Mind Stone still in Vision's possession. Despite a valiant effort from everyone in Team Avengers, Thanos defeats them all and snaps half of life out of existence, Bucky included. Thankfully, he was among the first to return in Avengers Endgame, helping defeat an alternate reality Thanos.
Assemble.
The next time we see Bucky is in the 2021 Disney Plus series, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where he teams up with the new Captain America Sam Wilson to defeat the Flag Smashers, a group of multinational terrorists enhanced by a version of the Super Soldier Serum who want things to go back to what it was during the blip. There, he crosses paths with U.S. agent John Walker, who was being positioned by the U.S. government to be the real quote-unquote Captain America. After defeating the Flag Smashers, we next see Bucky in a short cameo in 2025's Captain America: Brave New World, where it is revealed that he is running for a congressional seat. Now, of all the members of the Thunderbolts, Bucky has the longest history since he's been in the MCU since virtually the beginning. But it's pretty exciting to see where Marvel Studios takes his story next. So, that's it. We've gone through the history of every member of the Thunderbolts in the MCU so far, or in Bob's case, speculative history via the comics. Don't miss the next chapter in the life of these super-powered individuals when Thunderbolts comes out in cinemas on April 30th. Now for the Cinegeeks Podcast, this is Roy, and I'll see you at the movies.